You speak of democracy and the rule of law. In 2014, when a lot of people went into the streets to protest at the fact that China wasn't keeping its promise for direct elections for the chief executive, there weren't really rule of law issues then. We didn't see protests. I mean, a lot of these, really, as you call them, violent protests, spirited protests, however you want to call them, have been emerging now because it's been years and years and years since that date when we were promised direct elections. I'm from Hong Kong, sorry, should have said that. So could you just speak to your love of democracy there? Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Can I ask you or any member in this audience, has Britain ever directly elected its Prime Minister? Never. Never. Has the United States ever directly elected its President? Never. The Americans have never directly elected its President. Point of information. Because this is what you have in Britain, this is what you have on the other side of the Atlantic. Direct election has never been the case in Britain or in the United States. Now, coming back to your question, why do you want to have Hong Kong have something that you don't have yourself? Confucius said, don't do to others that you do not want others do to you. This should be the better philosophy. So, let Hong Kong decide what they want to do, and if they eventually have their wisdom together, they will have whatever election that suits the Hong Kong people. And that's not a sign of imperial power of China. That's eventually what will happen in Hong Kong. The situation in Hong Kong is important. I used to grow up in the 1970s where Hong Kong had more fixed line telephones than mainland China combined together. But now, the neighboring Shenzhen has larger population than Hong Kong, has higher GDP than Hong Kong, and is becoming a tech center in the world. Therefore, I would say, for all my compatriots in Hong Kong, I'm a Hong Kong permanent resident, I would say Hong Kong needs to get its act together. Hong Kong needs to focus on economic development. Hong Kong needs to promote democracy and human rights by promoting rule of law rather than smashing rule of law. I would say what you see happening in Hong Kong over the past 7 months, the violence and the rioting that's happened in Hong Kong cannot be tolerated here in London or here in Cambridge or in Oxford or there in any city in the United States. Therefore, while we all treasure democracy, while we all are committed to human rights, don't forget the other side of the equation. That is the importance of rule of law. Without rule of law, you will never have real, well-defined democracy and human rights. And that's what Hong Kong wants. Hong Kong wants to have greater democracy, greater rule of law, and greater human rights. That's what we, the people in Hong Kong, deserve. Thank you, Mr. President.